Welcome to the Impactful Engineer Project. I'm Steve Maxey, and with my co-host and brother Jake, we are here to bring you guidance, fresh ideas, and the tools to help you become an impactful engineer. Most engineers don't fail because they lack technical skill. They fail because they never learn how to lead, communicate, and take ownership. This is the Impactful Engineer. We give you the blueprint for career excellence, not textbook answers. I'm Steve Maxey, a senior manager in product development, and I'm here with my brother Jake, owner and principal engineer at NLS Engineering. If you're done with the status quo and ready to take control of your career, then you're listening to the right show. Hello, Jacob.
What's going on, man?
Not much, dude.
I got a couple questions for you.
Okay.
All right. You could ask yourself this one. Am I being paid market rate? I guess as an engineer, whatever.
Okay.
Because I can't really ask myself that question. I guess I can. And then ask yourself this question. So the first one was, am I being paid market rate? And then here's the actual real question you want to ask yourself. Am I a market rate engineer?
Yeah. And I was in my head, but the first response I had was like, well, am I delivering to the expectation of that market rate?
Right.
So
that's kind of the premise for what I want to talk about today. A lot of people get stuck and be worried and have anxiety and just like, oh, am I being paid enough? And so my friend here is being paid, whatever. Like, it's not, am I being paid market rate? It's, am I a market rate? And both require you to figure out what is the market rate, because I guess you should know on average what people are being paid, but like, then you can set your goals so that you can answer the second question. And then either move fast to becoming better than a market rate engineer after you figured out where you're at. That's the key.
So I like to bring something up here then, and I know you'll like this. Market rate means, right, average, right? Do you want to be average? As our friend always says, right?
Yeah. Well,
the average American is overweight when broke and
divorced
and divorced
and dying with no money and
Yeah. Do you want to be average? I don't.
Yeah. I love that you brought that up. Like, I haven't thought about that in a while, but that's also the question you ask yourself when you're considering, are you being paid fairly or whatever the hell is going on in your head? Yep. It's like, why would I want to move towards the average? Like, look at what the average is, right? Yeah. I guess if you're happy with the average, then
by all means, more.
Then you'll get there. Just keep doing what you're doing and you will be average. Yeah, that's a good question. Most people are paid this. Okay, great. Well, I don't want to be most people. So let's figure out what most people do and then do
more
or
over
just
deliver,
the opposite.
Yeah, exactly.
Not only what do they do as an average market rate engineer to ensure they are market rate, but what are they not doing that also keeps them at market rate? But also, what are they doing that ensures they stay market rate? Right. So you can be writing all these things down in your research about whether you're being paid fairly or not, and all the reasons you give yourself for justifying why you're being paid what you're being paid. And you can bullet list all those out and then correct whichever ones are keeping you where you're at.
Yeah. And if you're having a hard time figuring out what those things are, use inverse thinking.
Yeah, right? For sure.
So think of what would make you be paid less, because that's an easier list to come up with, and then just do the exact opposite of those things.
Yeah. Pretend that you're the owner of the business and you're going to be paying you. You yourself are walking into the room and going to be talking to you yourself as the business owner and asking for a raise. What would your response be?
Yep.
And if your response is, we'll pay you a whole lot more just because you asked and we think it's fair. You'd never be in the boss's seat. Your business would tank because everybody and their, coworker is going to be asking for the same thing. And that's neither here nor there. But if you can realistically put yourself in your boss's shoes and pretend that you yourself are coming to ask you yourself in those roles, you're probably going to discover some pretty harsh answers and truths, but then you can take those and run with them once you've found them.
Yeah. And you get paid per your performance. you'll have many engineers in a department that are at the same level, and there's going to be a pretty large spread of pay. And it's not because one's a favorite versus the other, or one is, insert whatever. It's because they perform at a higher level than the other one, and that's purely it.
Well, they could behave differently,
Mm-hmm.
right? I don't even know if it. I mean, it is performance, but they could just be doing things that you're not doing that allow them to get what you don't have.
Absolutely, yeah.
And,
I mean, that's a great point.
You are the biggest. You are the source of conflicting information for what those things actually are because of your beliefs that you hold that you think are true, but reality says they're not true.
Yeah, and I want to insert a little more on this too. Is reality isn't always the only criteria for this pay gap discrepancy. It's going to be perception, right? If you have a very favorable perception by leadership, you're going to be paid more.
Even but that's the reality of the situation, though.
No, I know.
It's like, okay,
but you could be a high performer, but have a poor perception, and you can be a medium or average, quote unquote, performer, but have a very favorable perception. And I guarantee you, the one who is leveraging their perception is going to be paid more.
Correct. And so once you have identified that, and you're able to strip all of the unfairness away and say it shouldn't be that way because it is,
get rid of should.
Then you can figure out. You're like, okay, great. I'm a high performer. I know more than this person, and they still have the high seat. Why is that? What am I not seeing?
Yeah.
And then if you can allow yourself to figure out what you're not seeing without blocking the actual facts from reaching your brain because you think, no, it couldn't be that because that wouldn't be fair, or I refuse to accept that reality. You could refuse it all day, right? And it'll never happen for you because you're not taking action on the right stuff. And if you don't, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you just got to step back and look at the behaviors. What does this person do? What do they call it? That's kissing ass,
Mm-hmm.
That's brown nose. That's like sucking up and all this stuff. And it's like, okay, is that what is giving them the right opportunities at the right time? And are you just labeling the behavior that they are choosing to do to get there as something negative that you would never do? Well, then congratulations. Sit it where you're at forever and accept the fact that you're different and you're not going to stoop to that level to do the things that you need to do to get there, and just accept the fact and get rid of your desire to be in the same position because you won't get it.
Yeah, you got to get rid of the labels and just look at the behaviors, right? Yeah. Instead of saying, oh, they're a kiss ass or brown nose or whatever you want to call it, are they saying hello to everyone as they walk in? Are they answering questions as soon as the questions are asked? There's behaviors that they are executing on that put them in a more favorable perception. That's it.
Correct.
Yep.
As usual, remove the emotion from it. Look at the facts, strip out all of the noise, and just do the stuff that you can see that will help you get there.
Yeah.
And other people can help you see it however you figure it out. That's fine.
Yeah. I was just going to touch on that is oftentimes you can't find those yourself because they're blind spots. And how do you get rid of blind spots? You have to ask for feedback and be open and take action on that feedback, and you will get better and better feedback. So the first time you ask for that feedback, people are going to give you small change. They're not going to give you the meat that you are really looking for because they don't know how you're going to react.
They're not going to pour their heart and soul out to you.
Not at all. And so you just need to ask for the feedback and be very genuine in asking for that. And then whatever they give you, it doesn't matter if you agree or not, take action to change that perception. And when you do that, they will be more willing to give you bigger and bigger pieces of that pie of feedback, and then you'll reduce your blind spots, and then you'll be able to take action.
And you know why you haven't been receiving that feedback in the first place is most likely, and I've seen this because it's happened to me too, is because you're building the wall in front of giving the feedback, just like you said. But you would be getting the feedback that these other people are getting and moving faster ahead of you if you were more open to receiving it in the first place. And so you now have a disadvantage and something that you must overcome, which is proving to the other people that you are worthy of feedback. So you've already dug people can dig themselves an even deeper hole without even knowing it. why am I still getting paid this much or not getting the promotion or being passed over? And I tell you what, I've been passed over for promotions, and I've been told that I was passed over in retrospect because I was not open. I had put up such a wall to receiving feedback um, that people were not willing to give it to me, and also I couldn't see that the very fact I wasn't getting the feedback or the insight into how to improve in this particular company was the very fact that I was someone that was not worthy of receiving it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yep.